The Senate building looks a lot like the Jedi Temple entrance, the same sort of wide entryway thing. I don't know.
Masters.
That looks like an Imperial officer. I'm like, oh wow, that's pretty foreshadowing there. All right, time to continue. A terrible truth.
Master Windu.
You are under arrest, Chancellor.
Are you threatening me, Master Jedi?
The Senate will decide your fate.
I am the Senate.
Not yet.
With that weird line. Oh my goodness.
Anakin. The Jedi are taking over.
I am going to end this once and for all.
No. 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 I have the power to save the one you love. I need him.
What have I done?
Learn to use the dark side of the Force.
I will do whatever you ask.
Henceforth, you shall be known as Darth Vader.
A great shift in the Force have I felt. Tarful, continue to Kashyyyk. We must.
Hold up. Hold up. We went through the entire process of Windu taking over the situation, trying to defeat the Emperor, and then the whole sequence, the entire sequence of Kit Fisto, Kiadi, like all these people trying to go up against the Emperor, and then he defeats him with ease, right? That whole conflict, there's not a single second of gameplay, but instead, we're in a V-Wing with Yoda. What are we doing? What on earth are we doing? How do you allow that to happen? I have enjoyed and understood the vast majority of the decisions made in this game, man, and I'm good with most of them and all that, right? I don't agree with that one. That is a massive missed opportunity. Holy wow. Holy wow. We do not even get a single second of gameplay with that Palpatine battle. How on earth is that even a possibility? That is... I don't like that one. But instead, we're playing as Yoda in a V-Wing right now. And those are Geonosis fighters. Okay, let's go to Kashyyyk. Let's just focus on Kashyyyk. Let's focus on that. That is so weird. I don't agree with that. They made an entire Lego set. So what's supposed to happen? Because that's kind of a that's actually an important moment that they kind of glossed over. That's one of the only things that I feel like they've glossed over. So Mace Windu, Kit Fisto, and like 4 other Jedi show up. And they're like, hey, Palpatine, you're evil. You're coming with us. And then Palpatine literally just slices and dices 5 Jedi, no issue. And Mace Windu's the only one left. So they put a lot of emphasis on Mace Windu, which is fine. But like, man, that's, yeah, okay. Anyways, I'll stop complaining. So in regard to this other stuff, so Kashyyyk, this is actually one of the first episode 3 sets I ever got, which was involving droids on Kashyyyk, and it was one of those tanks. And the thing about the tanks, so you see the tanks that are in the water over here, these things, those were actually in the episode 3 sets that initially came out. That tank was like translucent orange and blue for some reason. They were not the color they should have been, and they just aren't now. Okay, you're good. Thank you, Wookie. Like these, see these right here? Like they were not this color when they originally came out. These things over here, not even a little bit. It was super bizarre why they went with that color scheme. Even if you were like, oh, well, they didn't know what it was like with the movie coming out and all that, it was totally not going to be that color scheme. Like, clearly, it's going to be something else. There's Chewie. Hey. One of the most sought-after LEGO sets I have ever had that I've still not gotten to this day is a LEGO set that I wanted as a kid. And back in these days, they had a select number of LEGO minifigures that had light-up aspects to them. So there were Anakin, Obi-Wan, Mace Windu, not Yoda? Yeah, they had Yoda. Lumina, I don't know who the name of the character is. They appear in this set, in this area, I should say. Mace Windu, like I said. They all had light-up lightsabers, and the Wookiee catamaran was one of the sets I wanted as a kid because it looked really cool. It was not featured in the movie super heavily, but it was one that I really wanted, and it was like 55 bucks, but it was a store exclusive. You could never find it, and by the time at this point now, I'm like, hey, you know, I really want to get it for myself. It's super expensive. It's like hundreds of dollars, and it's not worth hundreds of dollars for me. But it is that, I guess, last LEGO set I've always wanted sealed as a kid, and I never got it, so.
The time has come.
Execute Order 67.
Yes, my lord.
No. Not 67. Order 66.
Execute Order 66. Yay! Order 66. It will be done, my lord.
Chewbacca, Tarful. In grave danger, we are.
Yoda knows better than this. So yeah, on a dime, basically, all the clone troopers now are super evil, and there's basically nothing you can do about it. Which, you know, from the Emperor's perspective, to infiltrate the entirety of the Jedi, earn the trust of all of them, get into a position of power, and then basically create this clone army, it's kind of a super genius plan, not gonna lie. Like, it's you know, if there was any way you were gonna be super evil, like, that's the way you're gonna do it, you know? So, I guess that worked out for him, at least in the short term here. And finally get to play as Tarful and Chewbacca. Shout out to Chewbacca. Not that Chewbacca's listening to this right now, but you get the idea. Let's do this little itty-bitty square right there. There we go. So, yeah, I always wanted the Wookiee catamaran, never got it. And right now, like, even if I had a whole boatload of money and, like, it was all good, it was a drop in the bucket if I wanted to pick up the Wookiee's catamaran, it's just not worth it. Because the set goes for like hundreds of dollars, and is that the classic Chewie? That's classic Chewie. That's the version of Chewbacca from 2006 or whatever. There's the Wilhelm scream. From way back in the day, and it just disappeared. All right, cool. Well, there he goes. You'll probably get more classic characters either as DLC or later in the game, which would be really spicy. Very, very nice. But yeah, I've always wanted that one, so I never got it. At this point in my life, there's an incredible amount of LEGO that I have just from collecting and reviewing stuff all these years and doing all sorts of stuff with the product, right? But that is just one that I never got my hands on, and that's okay. I don't really have any aspiration to go out and get it myself. Yep, that's it right there. Bada bang, there we go. Oh, it might have been just another Wookiee, not classic Chewie. From the back, it looked like classic Chewie, very clearly. Oh, he's got a delete some of the frequencies. All right, cool. And you can obviously mind control the Wookiees if you really want to, but why would you do that? You know, that's not very polite. So, anyways, yeah. So, basically, you see all these Wookiees here, and you're like, man, this is really cool. How do I do this? What do I have to do? Wait, hold on. Oh, I gotta build something. Oh, I didn't see that. Whoops. My bad. Here we go. Twist it all around. Why not? They really, like, especially this section here, too. I remember this being a very, uneventful area of the game. Going through here and trying to backtrack and basically navigating the beaches and stuff. It just wasn't that interesting. And actually, that flyer that you just saw right on top of the tree right there, that was a part of the Lego set I initially got. So it included that Kashyyyk flyer, and then I guess I died. Great, awesome. The Kashyyyk flyer that you see up there, which also there's a cover system and all that right here. I don't think I need it. I don't think you actually need it at all. I don't even know if it's that good, but you can just basically walk around and do all this, you know? Rip off people's arms if you really want to. Man, the bowcaster is super powerful. Yeah, there's no sense in doing hand combat with Chewie. With how powerful the bowcaster is, that's crazy. But yeah, see this thing right over here. That was the whole part of the set, which was very nice. There we go. And now it's just blasted into smithereens. That's great. All right. Get them out of there, too. Don't need to deal with any of that as well. So that's on my list. But, like, again, it's, like, eventually not even necessary to make it happen. Unless I found a really good deal or got a trade or something. That's probably the only way I'd be super enthralled to actually move forward with getting that white whale of a set, which, by the way, the white whale means that it's a Lego set you've always wanted but could never afford, either because of your childhood or it just wasn't available on store shelves. That's basically what that means right there. I'm absolutely going to use this. This was a set that got relatively it got updated relatively recently, I should say. These things explode, so I'm going to do this. There we go. That actually did not do nearly as much as I wanted it to. And this thing fires so incredibly slowly. It's remarkable. Hold on. Why don't I just leave out of here? Can I just, like, leave you guys in the dust? Can I just go up here? I guarantee you it's going to let me go right up here. And, yeah, obviously these guys, take these guys out. But, like, you know, why challenge all those clones, these Kashyyyk troopers, when they're not even that desirable? They're not the 501st, you know? Not at all.
Goodbye, Tarful. Goodbye, Chewbacca. Miss you, I will.
Bye, Yoda. See you in 2 episodes. Bye. Bye. Actually, Chewie and Yoda will never see each other again, but the younglings. Oh, no.
How many other Jedi have managed to survive?
Heard from no one, have we?
Hello? A response? Appreciated would be. When get this message, call back you will, Empty the Jedi Temple is. Worried I am now.
Destroy the Sith. We must.
You have done well, my new apprentice.
It can't be. It can't be.
Use your feelings, Obi-Wan, and find him you will.
Master Jedi, we had feared the worst.
Senator Organa, you can assist Master Kenobi. Come, to the Emperor, a visit we must pay.
Yoda versus the Emperor, let's go. I'm all ready for this one. Are these the ghosts of the Jedi? What? Hold up. Wait, I never realized this. Oh. Well, that's kind of cool.
Dark times
Oh.
These are.
Oh, hold up. All right, so there's that Kiadi-Mundi. That's actually when Count Dooku was a Jedi. That's kind of cool, Yoda. There's a random one here. I never realized this. Huh. And there's I don't know who this is. Who's this?
That's Dooku. Just because
That's Dooku? I thought that was Dooku over here. Wait, hold on. Who's...
We really ought to take
Oh, you got to put them in order. Oh, that's what it is. So there's Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon. I gotcha. All right, so they're a little bit out of order. That's okay. They are really, again, I've said it like 5,000 other times. Oh, there's Yaddle, everyone's favorite rendition of Yoda for sure. But the entirety of the entering of the Jedi Temple, that was a whole level. They are just beelining it so much. And, yeah, they didn't even touch upon the younglings or any of that stuff. And unfortunately, yeah, now the clones are really, they are super evil. And I say unfortunately because, two things. We never really got to see the clones a lot in the movies at their fullest potential. We see them a lot in Clone Wars, but, again, like, I'm all a fan of showing them off in the movies because that's your main way to show people in the theaters, like, hey, look how cool this stuff is, you know? And there's also some clones that did not convert. They didn't convert over to Order 66 because they actually developed themselves as people. Even though they are clones and they are pre-programmed and all that stuff, right? They are very dependent on taking orders and all that. There are some of them who actually have not turned over, and that's where you see things like, I think the Bad Batch and stuff. I don't actually know their full story, so I could be totally wrong. I probably am totally wrong, but yeah.
Master Yoda. I hear a new apprentice you have, Emperor. Or should I call you Darth Sidious?
Now you will experience the full power of the dark side.
So this is something they do kind of inconsistently in the movies, all right? So it's obviously super cool that Yoda faces off against Darth Sidious. It's supposed to be a very epic battle, right? It's very, very cool. However, before this, they didn't do a good job of saying like, hey, so Yoda can actually move super quickly because we only see Yoda as like super old and frail and like not doing anything, but clearly Yoda can do stuff, right? And we see that obviously in a lot of video games and especially now with the Emperor. And in this scene specifically, jumping all around and doing all sorts of stuff. Yoda's hippity-hopping around. So it's cool, but how do I, wait, what? How do I, oh, you know what I probably have to do? I probably have to toss something to him. Or not. I just gotta evade. Okay. This is very interesting how they're pulling this one off. All right. Oh, there it is. Okay. I was gonna say, when am I gonna get a chance at him? Darth Sidious over here. But yeah, he jumps all around and stuff. It's very, very cool. But yeah, they never do a good job explaining any of that. So what otherwise would have been a really epic battle and really, really cool, it's a little bit nonsensical based off of just Yoda not being as combative as he could be in previous battles, or rather, even in the original trilogy. That's what I mean. Like, if they were to redo everything from nowadays, like, modernize it and have a more cohesive idea of what they were doing, they would absolutely change so much about the trilogy and the way characters are and keep it much more consistent. If anything, with Star Wars, it is super inconsistent with the characters and set pieces across the board. Because this is a really cool set piece. It's just a little bit wonky too, you know? What?
Master Yoda, I can't move.
I know you can't move. It's okay. Listen, we can take this upstairs. Like, this is cool. Like, there's flying discs everywhere. You're battling on different platforms or hopping around, you know? It's sweet. And then Yoda's just going up against... Like, look at this. It's awesome. I know it's not over by a long shot. It's okay. It's totally fine. We're good. Yep. And I can regain all the studs, too. Ooh, that's not good. Nope. I wish I could lock on. That would be much more fantastic than just randomly slicing square and hoping things work out. And he's got a pretty good amount of shield, too, so I don't know what version of the Emperor is going to be the most powerful over the years. I'm going to assume it's going to be the final battle in... Actually, there's like several final battles. I mean, the final battle on Episode 6, eventually when that happens. And, by the way, in previous cutscenes, I was like, hey, where's E.T.? You know? Fun fact about this is that E.T. actually appears in one of these discs as a member of the Galactic Senate. There's multiple E.T.s, as if they were a species in Star Wars, because they are. Steven Spielberg is the director of E.T., and since he knew what, you know, George Lucas and all that, made it very timely. Can I swap over, please? Can I swap over, please? Can I can't switch between... If I press L1 and R1, it doesn't do anything. Hold on. Yeah, for whatever reason, it just totally soft-locked me out. I guess that happens occasionally, so they... As polished and as good as this game is, every single video game, for the most part, has its issues in one way or another, which means some things happen when they shouldn't, and... Basically, right there, I should not have needed to restart the entire level, obviously. It's just an error on the part of the developers because, you know, when you're making a video game, bugs and glitches and stuff are going to happen, you know? That's just kind of how things go, and it's a part of the process. And that's okay, you know? It is not something that broke the entirety of the game, which is great. If it was, then that would be a massive problem. But that is not the case. So that's all you can hope for, you know? Is that they iron out those bugs and all that stuff eventually. And until that point, the errors are not so detrimental that it ruins the gameplay experience for other people, you know? So that's basically been my experience so far. Not many bugs. Some people have encountered bugs, but again, nothing too crazy. So that's good. Like, the fact that I can move around during some cutscenes and stuff definitely messes some things up, which should not be. But, yeah, it's okay. It's okay for now. It's gonna be not okay when it becomes an issue. But luckily, not right now, you know? That's good. I nearly did not get the counter right there. I should have. There we go. But it doesn't do that much more damage, you know? There we go. All right, Typho, you gonna glitch out on me again? Probably not. No, you're good. You do that weird backing up thing. I did find a mini kit while I was defeating the Emperor in that main corridor battle, so that's something to note too. Am I not having Typho help me? Or wait, did he fling them at me and that's why I'm doing this again? It's a little bizarre there. All right, yeah, just stand there. That's okay. That's fine. Apparently some people are finding glitches and bugs in episode 3, so we'll see if any of that happens again or not. Well, that's weird. Okay. All right, nope. Yoda is not saying goodbye to anything.
Into exile, I must go.
Well, he didn't need to. He just chose to.
If anyone knows where Anakin is, it will be Padme.
Let us be swift.